Hey YouTube, welcome to Trevor's Vinyl World. Today I want to talk a little bit about some details from the original White Men Can't Jump movie that kind of bother me. I know they're nitpicks, and part of it is just that this has been a movie that's been in my life since about 1992, I believe it came out. The first 5, 10 years that I watched this movie, was nothing but love. I mean, I still love this movie. But it's one of those things where now when it's on, I watch 10 minutes of it and I'm looking for little details that I haven't noticed before. It's kind of like this one podcast I listen to called the Rewatchables, and they sort of nitpick little details that don't make sense. And obviously these are just in fun, but it some movies have glaring ones. Like it's almost like they started to make the movie, and then something happened, or in the editing room somebody sort of messed up, or the story just doesn't have the flow that it could. Now, whenever I watch this movie, one of the details that really bothers me is it's not that Gloria was played by Rosie Perez, and I think she's my most favorite thing about this movie. It used to be Wesley Snipes. I mean, I love Wesley as Sidney in this. Um, and Woody, it's like they basically just took how dumb he was on Cheers and they amped it up. I mean, he's supposed to be such an idiot, even though he played college ball in Louisiana. So I don't know. I always thought that was a little weird. I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't some idiots that play college athletics, but for as good of a game and as smart as he is on the court, I mean, they really make Woody Harrelson's character Billy a real idiot off the court in this movie. But anyways, one of the main things that really bothers me is that we're led to believe that Billy, who is Woody Harrelson's character, him and Gloria, which is Rosie Perez's character, they have been together for years, and she has been with him through the ups and downs of his um, from college basketball and to being a street hustler. I'm sure he has dreams of, like, trying to be in the pros, but she's basically pretty supportive of him, even though he doesn't work a regular job. Um, and then, they have all these ups and downs, but a lot of downs, and they're living in these hotels. And then they have these two guys, the Stookie brothers, that are after Billy, and they want to kill him because he owes a debt. He's just not good with money. I guess they keep saying that throughout the movie. Um, and then Billy figures out a way to get Rosie on Jeopardy, and she wins. When you watch it closely, they actually kind of screwed up when they were filming the Jeopardy scenes, because her dollar amounts fluctuate in a way that don't make sense. But basically, for the story, she wins $14,100. So she's on Jeopardy. She kicks ass. She beats a rocket scientist because she knows, all the foods that start with the letter Q. Her personality in this is just so good. Like, she is just great. But anyways, she wins $14,100. That's what is in the story. Then she gives $2,000 of that to Woody, and she knows he's bad with money. So I mean, she's not giving him all of her money or anything. But I mean, she's a loving girlfriend. She's the best thing in his life, and she gives him $2,000 of her money that she earned on Jeopardy. And he's supposed to go look for nice clothes for job interviews. And he even says it's not a good idea to give me money, but he takes the money. And of course, then Wesley Snipes comes, and meanwhile, earlier in the movie, Wesley Snipes rips Woody off. He plays him, he hustles him, and he plays a trick on Woody, and he makes it seem like Wesley Snipes just had a bad day, and because of that, Billy, Woody Harrelson's character, loses all his money. So now, when Billy has this $2,000 that his loving girlfriend gave him, um, at first he's like, because Sydney wants him to use that money so that they can go play the King and the Duck, who are these legendary hoopsters. But you need $2,500 to get into the game. And it's like, Billy just got his girl back. They finally have some money, and now here's his street hustler friend, not even really a friend. They're just getting to know each other. And he's already ripped him off once. But basically, he talks Billy into fronting 2,000 of the 2,500. So I guess Sydney, Wesley Snipes' character, put in 500. Oh, great, And then Billy puts the 2,000 that Gloria told him not to do. And she basically says, if you gamble with my money, we are through. And this idiot, like, first of all, like, your girlfriend has $14,000. So if you don't do anything, like if you don't gamble, you're up 14,000. Instead, he takes 2,000 of that, risks losing her because she even says, I'm going to leave you if you gamble with my money. And then they're going to bet $2,500. And if they beat these two, the King and the Duck, who it sounds like actually could play a little ball, so you might not win. But anyways, if you win, you're going to turn the $2,500 into $5,000. Okay, I guess Sydney is going to let you have half of that. So that's $2,500 that you made. It just doesn't make sense. It's one of those things that I know that it's a small detail, but after everything that we are led to believe that Gloria and Billy have been through, the idea that when they finally have a little bit of money, Billy is just going to do this when she says, if you gamble, we're through. And I know that part of the movie is just sort of emphasizing these street hustlers and how, they're just always gambling on games and all that. But the more I watch this movie, that part just really bothers me because she is the best thing in this movie. I mean, her personality is just priceless, and she's so cute. And I think that a guy knows when he's like, sort of, I've been in trouble and now I'm out of the doghouse and I have to be good for a little bit. Like, I can't, you can go out, get drunk, do something dumb. Obviously, you don't want to cheat or anything like that. But like, girls give you a little leash. But when you get in trouble, you got to pull it back a little bit. And I just think that this part of the movie is just so unrealistic. It just doesn't make sense. And then when the Stookie brothers finally catch Woody, they just have him pretend to be dead. And it's like, I mean, what percentage of not hitmen, but whatever that's called, loan collectors would actually just have you pretend to be killed like that? That kind of drives me a little crazy too. But anyways, I love the film. It's just definitely a fun nitpick. And the original is way better than this newer one that they made. So watch the original, the 1992 version with Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes, and of course Rosie Perez. She's just amazing in this. And anyways, I hope everyone is doing well. Subscribe to the channel. Hit me up with a like. Tell me something you like about White Men Can't Jump. Talk to you later.